we will consider the case when the velocity is less than the speed of light. And in this case, we simply substitute in 1 for the transition function, and we get back the time dilation equation, which anybody who studied undergraduate physics and special relativity will recognize. And it is simply the initial time over the square root of 1 minus v squared over c squared, or we simply can call that the warp factor, if you will. Now, length contraction is equal to the initial length, or the initial length of our ruler, times the square root of 1 minus v squared over c squared. And once again, this is when that warp factor beta is much less than 1, and the transition function is approximately equal to 1. Now, to illustrate the time dilation, I have here this animation. On the left here we have the control tower, and they have a clock that's running inside, and that's where my twin brother, or your twin brother, who's running mission control, is keeping track of us using his clock and time. And then here this blue line represents Einstein's classical limit of time dilation. And so let's go ahead and play that animation. So we're going to assume 3 different rocket ships, and each of these rocket ships are traveling at a constant velocity. This first one here is traveling at 0.3 of the speed of light. The next one will travel at 0.7, and then the final rocket ship number 3, is traveling roughly 0.9. So we can see that as a rocket ship approaches closer and closer to the speed of light, its clock will run slower. So I have the 3 clocks there. That first one is it represents the clock carried by a spaceship that's traveling at 0.3 warp 0.3, if you want to think of it that way. It's running a little bit slower than the next one, a little bit slower than the one on Earth. And then as we step up to a higher velocity, the clock runs a little bit slower, till finally the slowest clock is the one that is traveling almost nearly the speed of light. I'm excited to announce the premiere of my new documentary film, Time is a Fluid That We Ride to the Stars. In it, I discuss how we will design and build a micro warp drive engine that will take humanity up to speeds faster than that of light. Be sure and hit that notification bell and subscribe button so you'll be alerted to when it's available. Until next time, see ya on my channel, HyperdriveX.